So my plan of action was going to be that I was going to do an entire vlog devoted to the E3 main three conferences, press conferences, the Microsoft, the Sony, and the Nintendo press conference. But then after working on some of the notes for the Microsoft one, I was like, okay, this is impossible to do in one vlog. Like, it would take me an hour to talk about it all. So I'm going to be breaking it up into sections. And right now you're watching the kind of just a breakdown of the Microsoft press conference and my opinions on some of the stuff that they showed during the press conference. Before we get this vlog on the road though, I finally got my shirt and I was so happy. Like, they're like, it delivered, this delivered a lot quicker. I got the shirt from ripped.com. The other one I got from the ET, and it took a lot longer. It took like 2 weeks, and this, like, I don't know, maybe like a week and a half, but it's my Doctor Who shirt. It's got all the doctors. Doctors 11, get it? Get it? Oh, and we also need to go over about the elephant in the room, the guitar. 1 second. This thing is gigantic. Anyways, I don't play guitar. I just happen to be the house where instruments go to die. Like, I have a piano. I'm not gonna get the piano out of there. But there's a piano in my closet too. Like, yeah, I can't play this thing. I like to think I can. Maybe someday I'll learn to play a guitar, but you really have to work up, like, you know, calluses on your fingers so it doesn't hurt as bad when you play. So yeah. The guitar just kind of sits there. It looks pretty, but I can't play it. It just came into this house and it sits in the corner, just like the piano came into this house and it sits in the closet. So we'll start things off with the Halo 4 trailer, which looked amazing and gave us more of an insight into what the gameplay is going to be. It showed off some of the new enemies, some of the new weapons. When you're walking around as Master Chief, you get to see Cortana in your visor. And then it just kind of gave like this crazy awesome montage at the end, and you saw Cortana screaming about not letting somebody off the planet. Most of you, if you don't know, in the Halo universe, AI only lasts like about 7 years. After that 7th year, they start going kooky, like crazy. It's just because I guess they learn so much that it just gets to the point where they know everything and like just drives them bonkers. Kind of like that episode of Doctor Who. Anyway, so it's going to be really interesting to see Cortana's in her 8th year of life and she's going to start going bonkers, and it's going to be great. I'm super excited for Halo 4. That is going to be one of the games that I'm going to be getting the special edition for because I feel it's worth it, getting access to all the maps and stuff like that. So that is a game I'm looking forward to, and seeing the new trailer and seeing all the new stuff, I'm just absolutely psyched. Microsoft also went over live streaming certain sports networks like NBA, the NHL, ESPN Live, stuff like that, which is going to be really handy for a lot of people who don't necessarily have cable or don't really have access to, you know, something. I mean, if you have access to internet, you might as well have access to cable. I don't know, but they want to make the Xbox 360 like that entertainment center. It's not just about playing video games on consoles anymore. I mean, you can do just about anything. I watch Hulu and Netflix off my PlayStation 3 all the time. They are definitely my go-to entertainment centers. I don't feel that I don't have a DVD player. I don't have a VHS player. I don't have anything like that. No music players, no nothing. It's just my TV and my consoles, because the consoles are starting to do so much more. It looks like in this upcoming year, I mean, we're probably not even going to need cable anymore. Something really cool though that Microsoft talked about, use your words, Kristen, was the Kinect Smart Glass, which integrates any smartphone, any tablet, and I think it was saying like PCs, so I'm assuming like netbooks, laptops, stuff like that. But it integrates it, and you're able to use your smartphone to essentially like control your Xbox 360. So let's say you're watching TV, like cool little fun facts about whatever you're watching is going to come up on your smartphone. And they're also finally bringing the internet browser to the Xbox 360, which is like, you know, okay, well, welcome to forever ago, Microsoft. Finally you're getting around to this, but it's a good thing. And what's really cool about it though is you're going to be able to use your smartphone or tablet to navigate, and you don't have to use a controller or anything. You can just use your smartphone to navigate around the internet browser and whatever you're doing when you're searching for stuff. So I'm very excited for it. It also, I think, works with the Xbox Music that they were talking about. So I guess like all the music that you have on your Xbox with the app on your phone, that smart glass thing, you're going to be able to access your music from your Xbox and be able to listen to it. I'm assuming that it's going to be something more than that, but yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, my phone is going to control my Xbox, and that's going to come in handy. Ubisoft came on the stage though, and they showed off Splinter Cell Blacklist. I haven't really been a huge fan of the Splinter Cell series just because there's a lot of stealth, and I'm not a patient person. as I've mentioned plenty times before, I'm not a patient person when I game. Can't do it. Can't just hide and wait for stuff to happen for an opportunity. No, but it seems like they are going to be taking away some of the stealth elements and letting you, like, it's still going to be there, of course. This is Splinter Cell we're talking about, but you're going to be able to do a lot more just like close, you know, action, stuff like that. Like, it's going to be more than just hiding and waiting for your opportunity. You're going to be able to get out there, out in the open, and kick butt. There was Forza Horizon. I'm not a huge racing game fan. Like, I don't know, like, if there's two genres of game, actually maybe three, if there's three genres in the video game world that I'm not really big on, but I'll play, is fighting, racing, and what was that third one? Fighting, racing, oh, and sports games. I'm sorry. So yeah, but it looked really good, and it's going to be the next installment to the whole Forza series. Also, there was Nike, and they were showing up the Nike training thing where you're going to be able to log everything that you do training-wise. And then I guess you can have a Nike fuel band where it'll help you accumulate fuel, which can be used for certain things. But that looked, it seemed really, really interesting. Like, wow, if that was just thrown in my lap for free, I would probably like mess with that and use that because that's kind of cool. A lot of sports games that we're going to be seeing some Kinect integration. First off was FIFA 13, and this was like really cool. Like, if I understood sports more, like this, I mean, I'm excited for people who are excited for this sort of stuff, but FIFA 13, they showed that off, and you're going to be able to command your players just by your voice. You're going to be able to, you're never just going to have to pause to do your plays and stuff like that. You can do it all just by talking while the game's going. It looks, you can even have like arguments with the referees and stuff like that, but you can't curse at them. So yeah. Also, Madden 13 is going to be very similar, where you're just going to be able to control your players with your voice. And it just seems really, really exciting. Like, we're going to be able to, you know, of course, still have our controllers, still be a main part of playing the game, but also use our voice. So, you know, we don't always have to stop and go into the menus to get things done. They also showed off the new Tomb Raider game, which will be getting exclusive, like 360 will be getting the DLC for that game, like, first. So sort of kind of like how Call of Duty gets all the DLC first for, yeah, you know, Xbox, blah, 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 I'm rambling on. But anyways, it looked really good, it looked really neat, and I'm excited to see more on it. And they showed off a game, Ascend New Gods, I think it was, and that kind of looks like Shadow of the Colossus, like, I guess it's going to be an action RPG, which is going to be releasing in like 2013, I think. That looked pretty cool as well. What else? There was Loco Cycle, which was a racing game, and then there was Dance Central 3. Of course we have to have another Dance Central, and Usher came out there and did his whole thing. It's gonna have his latest song on there, all that fun stuff. I don't have a Kinect and I don't dance very well, so it's not something that I'm highly interested in, but if someone put me in front of a Kinect with Dance Central, I'd do it. I would totally do it. And then I'm going to get into a lot of games here that I'm super, super excited about, and are probably going to be like day one purchases for me. But they did South Park, The Truth of the Stick, was it? Stick of Truth, that's what it was. They showed that game off a little bit more, but I read up a lot about it when a lot of the stuff came out about the game like months ago. I'm super excited for that game. I love South Park. I've watched it since forever, since the show started. My mom used to like, she would like watch it before us and be like, okay, you guys can watch this. And then after a while, she's like, whatever, just watch South Park. I don't care. So I'm super excited for this game because it's going to be South Park awesomeness, RPG, which is one of my favorite genres of all time. But it's not going to be all fantasy crazy. Like, it's still going to be happening in the town of South Park. You're still going to be wandering around. You're not going to have anything, you know. You're going to have a metal bucket for, you know, helmet, and a broom for your weapons, stuff like that. It's just, it looks like it's going to be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait for that game. And then there was Gears of War Judgment. Oh, so excited. Like, as you guys know, last year I finally sat down and just went through all the campaigns for Gears of War because I was way behind on that whole thing, and just fell in love with the series. And Gears of War 3 helped me fall in love with the character that is Baird. Dude is awesome. Dude is a BA. So Coltrane's gonna be he's gonna be there with Baird, and then I guess two other people on the team. A female character is gonna also be a part of it, but it looks like it's going to be a blast. And some of the gameplay that I saw during the trailer, it looked absolutely amazing. It looked just as good as Gears of War 3. I have high hopes, and I hope that it's all executed pretty well, because I guess the people who did Bulletstorm is going to be working on the game, stuff like that. So Bulletstorm, it was a fun and it was a good game. Not well done. It didn't get very good reviews, but I have a feeling that they're going to do a fantastic job with this game, and I cannot wait to play it. And the stuff that they showed off for Resident Evil 6 looks promising. I mean, Resident Evil 5 made me angry because that game is very hard to play single player. Like, it's just very hard to play in general. Like, Resident Evil controls have never been fun. Ever. But for some weird reason, I just did not like Resident Evil 5. Like, I just wanted the series to just, like, come back. And it looks like in Resident Evil 6, it's finally gonna get back to just that dark and zombie infested, and the controls and some of the gameplay mechanics they just look amazing. The game looks like it's gonna work out really, really well. I'm super excited to see more about Resident Evil 6. I don't think that I'm gonna be buying it as a day one purchase. Unfortunately, I want to see how it does before I purchase it. Probably will rent it first from Redbox for like $2, but I am excited. I do have high hopes, and I have a feeling that it's gonna be just revamping the whole thing and just bringing Resident Evil back to its awesome glory days. There is some weird jingling going on. That's weird. Okay, and then last but not least, they showed some gameplay for Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which I am a Call of Duty fangirl. I'm not gonna deny it. I love playing Call of Duty. I will buy it every year, day one, for however long Call of Duty is with us, because it's just something that my friends and I, we get together and we have a good time, and I feel like Black Ops 2 is going to be completely revamping the Call of Duty series and adding in a lot of new and neat stuff to just kind of bring some new stuff into the game, because as we all know, it has been kind of stagnant. You know, new guns, new this, new that, new modes, but I mean, that can only go so far. Of course, it still looks like linear Call of Duty from the gameplay. You're still on the tracks, you're still, you know, like, I remember somebody saying, like, you're just on, like, this path, this track, and, like, you stop for each event. It still looks like that. It still does, unfortunately. I mean, but that is Call of Duty, and that's what I enjoy playing. And I'm very, very excited because I absolutely loved Black Ops, the campaign for that. And Black Ops 2 seems like it's going to be amazing, because we're not only going to be playing as, you know, Mason, but we're going to be playing as his son in the future. We're going to be able to play him and see how everything led up to the future and his son and what's going on there. So I'm super excited to play the campaign. I'm super excited to play the multiplayer, and what I saw from the gameplay, the trailer that they showed, that's definitely going to be day one buy for me. I have a lot of games to buy, unfortunately. Thank you, Microsoft press conference. I'm gonna have to start a savings fund, not for, you know, any of my future kids' colleges, but so I can buy video games. So there you have it. That is the Microsoft press conference breakdown for you guys, and some of my opinions on some of the things that they showed off. Of course, I don't really have a bad thing to say about it. I really enjoyed the press conference. I really enjoy some of the things that they're going to be doing, especially smart glass thing. That just is awesome. It's just super awesome to be able to control my console with my cell phone and be able to do anything and everything with it. Like, my cell phone is already awesome and does everything for me, but I mean, like, let's just add something in there, one more thing in there. So I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for a lot of the games that are coming out, because I'm just one of those people where I can't just like one thing. I have to like a whole plethora of things. So there you have it. Once again, Microsoft E3 press conference for 2012. Is it Wow, I can't believe I almost forgot what year it was. It is 2012. I think, well, because all this stuff's released in 2013. What am I supposed to do? If you're new and you wandered in here and you're not subscribed, you really should subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a breakdown of Sony's press conference as well as Nintendo's. So you guys have to look forward to that. If you really like this video, go ahead and hit that like button or favorite or whatever you want to do, whatever you feel you want to do. Go ahead, go down the comments and let me know how you felt about Microsoft's press conference and some of the things that you liked or didn't like, and all the things that I just, absolutely loved about it. But go ahead, go down in the comments, and we will discuss the living crap out of it, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will be the Sony press conference.